Disclaimer: this is an imaginary story. Please don't relate it with any idol or any other person. It's nothing related to anyone's life. It's pure work of fiction. Any resemblance to actual person, living or dead, or actual events is purely coincidental. Whatever pics are shown in this story, they all have been taken from Google and Pinterest. The credit for them goes to their real owner. Storyline and voice are mine, so please don't copy that. They see beautiful people live perfect lives, that those who shine must have never tasted the dark. But sometimes the brightest smiles hide the deepest scars. Student 1 whispered, "Look there! Is he Park Jimin? He is unreal, right?" Student 2, "Yeah, he is Park Jimin, the ethereal beauty. We are so blessed to see his beauty by this close." Student 3, "Even some girls envied him. He is perfect in everything. My girlfriend said it's good that Park Jimin already had passed out, otherwise, she would have killed him," said teasingly. Nothing was new. Jimin was used to it. He came here to give his notes to his professors because they asked from him. Jimin knocked the door. "Excuse me, sir. May I come in?" Professor, "Come inside, our university's star student." Jimin smiled and went inside. "Sir, here are my all the notes. I made some more notes. I brought that too, in case if you need that." Professor, "Thank you, Jimin. You are so kind and helpful. Just by one call, you came here to give me your notes." Jimin, "Sir, please don't say thank you. These notes are none of my use. I will be happy if it will be useful for you. Sir, I brought my books too. If anyone needs them, can you give him or her?" Professor, "Of course I will." Jimin, "Thank you. Now I have to go. If you need any help, then please tell me. I will be happy to do it." Left while humming the song. He sung like the spring wind, walked like a prince, and smiled like the world never hurt him. Mr. Park, "Jimin, what happened? Why is your face look so dull? Are you alright?" Jimin, "Yes, Dad, I'm alright." Mrs. Park patted his cheeks. "My son is looking like a prince. I'm so happy for you." Jimin smiled. "I'm happy because you two are happy." His hands were trembling, his heart was sinking, his legs were weak. His voice was shaky because he just got engaged with the son of his dad's business partner, with whom he didn't know. He just met him few times. He was nervous for his future. It was a big day for him, but he beautiful hid his nervousness behind his beautiful and confident face. Soon he was pulled by his fiancée, Minji. Guest 1 whispered, "Minji is so lucky to be marrying Jimin. He is a literal doll." Guest 2 giggling, "Honestly, I thought Jimin would marry a celebrity or a prince. This is shocking. They don't have any match." Guest 3, "What, they don't have any match? They both are rich." Minji grabbed Jimin's waist and pulled him closer to himself. "What happened, baby? Where is your glass?" Jimin, "I don't drink." Minji, "Oh yeah, alcohol isn't good for your sweet, melodious, honey-filled voice. Come, let me introduce you with my friends." Jimin forced a smile. "Oh, okay." Minji, Meet my beautiful fiancé, Park Jimin. Jimin smiled. Hello everyone. About to bow. Minji stopped him. What are you doing? You are a prince. They all should bow in front of your beauty, said by tracing his fingers on his face. Friend 1. Minji is right. We all will bow to you. Bow 90 degree. Friend 2. Minji, no doubt you are so lucky. Minji, of course I am. Looked at Jimin. This glass for your beauty. Gulped it in one go while looking into his eyes. Minji was treated Jimin like a trophy and showing off to his friends. But what about Jimin? He was getting uncomfortable there because Minji was getting too much touchy, but he couldn't say him. Minji brought Jimin to his forest house. Jimin didn't want to come, but he talked with his parents and told them that his all the friends were going to camping. But before Jimin can refuse him, his parents gave their permission. Jimin, while looking at the house, Minji, is it your house? Minji, while removing his blazer, do you like it? Jimin, I love it. It's so beautiful and peaceful. Minji back hugged him and placed his head on his shoulder. Not more than you. Jimin, Minji, what are you doing? Your friends will see us. Minji, don't worry, nobody can see us. Your ethereal beauty is only mine. Here is no one, only you, me, this night, and this empty house. Tried to unbutton his shirt. Jimin pushed him and buttoned up. Minji, what are you doing? Minji smiled and walked towards him. Seeing what's already mine, pulled him by his hand. Jimin wiggling. Leave me, Minji. Minji, but why? Showed him his engagement ring. See, we are already engaged. For you, I waited till engagement. Now I can't wait anymore. Jimin pushed him. We are only engaged. Minji, baby, please don't shout. Your honey-like melodious voice will crack. I can't afford it, baby. Now leave your shyness and let me see what I am imagined in my dreams only. Jimin, shut up, Minji. I'm not ready for this. Minji, okay, we won't do it. Just and let me see your beauty properly. Jimin, Minji, what? Now you have problem with this too? Don't do it, nah. I'm dying to devour you. Jimin, I'm going. You became mad. Went to unlock the door. Minji pulled him by his waist. What's the hurry, baby? I didn't bring you here to let you go this early. Jimin, you lied to my parents that you are going on camping with your friends. Minji, it's not my fault. You drive me so crazy. Since the day I saw you, I only dreamed to you hard, but you weren't letting me touch you, so I have to lie. I'm your fiancé. There is nothing wrong. Leaned on his lips. Jimin pushed and slapped him. Minji, have you lost your mind? I'm breaking this engagement. Removed the engagement ring and threw on his chest. This is your ring. You are so cheap, man. Minji, mad. Cheap? Pulled his hairs. I haven't showed my cheapness yet. Slapped him and he fell on the floor. You are only mine. You are born to be Minji's toy. The precious toy I gave you so much respect. That's why you are flying in the sky. It's the time to break your wings and claim you for forever. There is so much fire inside you. Let's see it. Jimin Slide backward. Don't dare to come closer to me. I'm warning you. Minji, I would love to ruin your pride. He tore Jimin's clothes. Jimin's kicked him and tried to run, but Minji grabbed his leg and pulled him backward. He strangled him. Jimin was hitting him, but Minji was more powerful than him. He was so fragile. He was having difficulty in breathing. He stretched his hand to find something to hit him and picked lamp. He hit the lamp on Minji's head and freed himself. Minji trembled a little while holding his head. Jimin got the opportunity. He stood up by holding his door closed and unlocked the door and ran outside in the forest. Minji ran behind him. He was breathing heavily. Suddenly, he got bumped by the hard chest, but before he could fall, a man held his hand and pulled him back. Jimin, without looking at him, please save me. He is. Man saw his condition and immediately took off his coat and made him wear. Don't worry, I'm here. Nothing will happen to you. Minji, he is mine. Give me back. Jimin clenched Man's arm. No. Man made him stand behind his back. He isn't anything. Minji angrily went to him. He is my fiancé. Looked at Jimin. And you, in front of me, you are feeling so shy and now you are clinging to other men. Tried to pull Jimin back. Man, if he is denying, then respect his decision. Man twisted his hand and punched his face. Just by one punch, he knocked out. Man picked Jimin in his arms and safely dropped him at his home and informed his parents about it. His parents thanked Man for saving Jimin's life. He saved at the last night with the help of an unknown savior. He thought he was safe with his parents, but something big and traumatic was waiting for him. For some people, rejection isn't just a heartbreak, it's an insult, a war, and for revenge, they were ready to do anything. Time skipped in the morning. Mrs. Park, Jimin, you don't need to scare. Your parents are here with you. You did good. Mr. Park, yes, we already called off the engagement. That man doesn't deserve you. See, Commissioner Uncle is here. He will listen to you. We are filing a case against him. We won't leave him. Police Commissioner, Jimin, tell us what happened, what he did. I promise we will give you justice and put that Minji behind the bars. Jimin, after engagement ceremony, he took me at his forest house. Minji came there. Park Jimin, if I can't have you, nobody will. You hurt my ego. Now you will pay by your this beautiful face. Threw acid on his face. Jimin quickly covered his face by his arms. At his house, in front of his parents, police, and police commissioner, Minji came and threw acid on his face. Everyone stood there. All this happened so sudden that nobody could even react. Note: have you heard about a case which happened 2 weeks ago? A girl, 22-year-old, threw acid on her childhood friend's face just because she was more beautiful than her. She was jealous of her beauty and success. Victim's body was 50% burnt and is still fighting for her life in the hospital. When she was arrested, she shamelessly asked, "Is she still alive? Will I be hanged?" She called her out for giving her surprise. What's wrong happening with girls? This much jealousy and that too in such a young age. Being beautiful is crime? This is called beauty becomes curse. Some of you may have dark or dusky skin tone. Some of you thought, why don't you have fair skin tone? Problem isn't in skin tone. Problem is in people's mind. Nobody is happy and problem free. This incident shook me from inside. I can never imagine any girl can do this with her childhood friend. The face everyone envied gone, the beauty vanished, but the soul remained, and in the ashes of pain, something new began to breathe. Time skipped after few weeks. Baby, while running and chasing butterfly, Bialalu, you're flying. Cookie will catch you. If you can fly, then Cookie can dashi run. Wait, not there. You make Cookie run so much today. Butterfly landed on the boy's shoulder, who was sitting on the bench, hooded over his head, hands tucked inside his big sleeves. He was sitting there like a body without soul. Cookie ran to him and gently picked the butterfly. Thank you, you saved Cookie's butterfly. Poked his index baby finger on his shoulder. Cookie is saying thank you. Why aren't you replying, Cookie? Mrs. Buck, he won't reply. Cookie looked at her. But we. Mrs. Buck, why did you catch the butterfly? I know it's beautiful, but you shouldn't catch it. Leave it. Everyone deserves to live freely. Cookie, no, Aunt. Cookie didn't catch it to hurt. This butterfly is injured. Cookie brought the ointment for it. Showed him ointment. See, butterfly must be hurt now. She can't speak, but Cookie can hear it. Mrs. Park. Cookie's intention is good, but this ointment is for humans, not for butterflies. Cookie made a face. Oh, so now what should Cookie do? How can Cookie heal butterfly's pain? Mrs. Buck, by letting it go, it will heal by itself. Cookie, Oti! Butterfly flew away. Now Cookie is going. Bye bye. Happily running by moving his head left and right, but fell in pool. Ah! Cookie doesn't know swim. Ah! Cookie was drawing. There was no one. This whole garden was Mr. and Mrs. Park's private garden. They built it for Jimin, who was now scared to face anyone. Mrs. Park didn't know swimming. She went to call her driver to rescue Cookie. Jimin heard Cookie's voice and couldn't stop himself from saving him. He jumped in the pool and took out him. Jimin, Cookie, are you alright? Patted his cheeks. Reply me. Cookie hugged him tightly. Thank you. Jimin hugged him by stroking his back. You are safe. Be careful from next time. Cookie saw his face. Your face? Jimin quickly covered his face by hoodie. I didn't mean to scare you. Cookie removed his hood. You didn't scare Cookie. Kissed on his scars. You're so beautiful. Jimin was shocked to hear this. The scar whom he didn't dare to touch. A little boy didn't only touch, he kissed on it and called it beautiful. After that incident, first time there was a little bit shine in Jimin's eyes. Mrs. Park was watching it by standing with the driver. Healing didn't happen with grand apologies. It started with silence, with space, and the gift of a string. Time skipped after few days. Cookie started coming to that garden daily. Jimin waited for him with cookies, cute silly dogs, and smiled. Jimin started talking and walking. Unknowingly, Cookie became the healer. Jimin's condition getting better. Jimin's parents were rich, so they afford the surgery, but surgery also couldn't get back Jimin's face. Scars were left to remind him all those painful memories. Cookie's dad had doubt on Cookie because he daily came to the garden. So today he followed him to check what he did. He got shocked to see him. Cookie was helping a hooded man to walk. Mrs. Park saw him and tapped on his shoulder. Mrs. Park, excuse me? Man looked at her. Yes, Mrs. Park, do you remember me? You came to my house at night to drop my son. You saved his life. Man, yes, yes. Hello, aunt. I'm Ben Yungi. How's your son now? Mrs. Park, he is. What are you doing here? Yungi, I came here by chasing my son. Mrs. Park, your son? Yungi, pointed his finger on Cookie. That little boy who was running around that hooded man is my son. He daily came here by fooling my hang. I just came here to check him. Mrs. Park, Cookie is your son? Yungi, Mrs. Park, he's a sweet boy. Can you allow him to come here daily? I know I'm sounding selfish, but because of him, my son started healing. Yungi, your son? If you don't mind, then can you tell me full thing? Mrs. Park, that hooded boy is my son, Park Jimin, whom you saved that night, but told him everything. Doctor saved his life, but he lost his self-confidence. He was living like a dead man. Since Cookie came here, he started eating and drinking. He started thinking again. Doctor said if Cookie stays closer to Jimin, he will help him to heal. So, will you help my son? Yungi, mad, how could he do that? Aunt, don't worry. If Cookie is his medicine, I promise Cookie won't stop coming here. He will come here daily. If there is anything which I can do, then please tell me. Mrs. Park, thank you. Time skipped after a week. Like as always, Jimin was sitting on the bench waiting for Cookie. He brought a t-shirt which he painted for Cookie. Soon Cookie came there while holding a snacks in his hands. He happily went to Jimin. Yungi came to Mrs. Park. He always came here and saw Ji cook and talked with Mrs. Park. Jimin, Cookie, you came late today. You know, I was waiting for you. Cookie, sorry, Minnie. Cookie was on time. Cookie's thumb Tata came late. Jimin, oh, okay. You know, Cookie, I painted this t-shirt for you. How's it? Showed him t-shirt. Cookie, wow, this is so beautiful, Minnie. Will you be Cookie's mama? Cookie will give you Cookie's all the favorite snacks. See, Cookie brought everything. Mrs. Park, nervously, Cookie's so cute. He didn't even know its meaning. Yungi looked at him. What if I say he knows what he is saying then? Mrs. Park, what do you mean? Yungi, no sugar-coated words and round words. Cookie so small. He is my adopted son. I hired so many caretakers for him, but he always chased them away. He never get this much close to anyone. I never saw him this much happy before. He needs Mama and Jimin needs Cookie. I didn't say Cookie is anything. I genuinely want to marry him. Jimin's helpful nature took my heart. I am not saying this for sympathy. Cookie chose Jimin as his mama. He accepted Jimin by his heart. If you give me a chance, then I promise I will do everything to make him smile again. I am a mafia king. I have my own mansion. I promise I will make him happy. Mrs. Park, I don't know how to react. People always see his beauty and got envied. And here you saw his nature and want to marry him. Yungi, because I don't care about his past, all I care about our present and future, which will be bright with Jimin. Cookie shook him. Mama, Mama, Mama. Jimin, stop it, Cookie. This can't be possible. Cookie, me? Cookie promise. Cookie won't do any mischief. Cookie will be a good boy. Please become Cookie's Mama. Jimin, Cookie, problem isn't in you. Problem is in me. I can't marry with anyone. No one except me. Cookie hugged his legs tightly. No, Cookie will love Mama. Jimin, Cookie, please try to understand. Yoongi walked to him. What if I say I will accept you wholeheartedly without any condition? I will love you with your these scars. She moved his hood. I will give you the love and respect which you deserve. Jimin looked at him. I don't need your sympathy. Just leave me alone. I can't be anyone's. Ran from there. Cookie, Mama. Yoongi picked him in his arms. Cookie, you want Mama? Mama will be at home. Time skipped after a few days. Just like Yoongi said, Jimin became Cookie's mama. He talked with Jimin's parents and did court marriage. Jimin was sitting on the room. Suddenly, he heard a loud voice. He ran to living room and saw Yoongi was on the floor covered with flour and feathers. He couldn't hold his laugh and started laughing wholeheartedly. Yoongi and Cookie saw him and got mesmerized to see his beautiful smile. They were looking at him without blinking their eyes. Jimin fell on the floor while laughing. Unknowingly, Jungkook smiled too. After a few minutes, he stopped and found Jungkook were looking at him without blinking their eyes. Jimin, I am Yoongi. You should laugh. You look so pretty while laughing. Cookie. Oti, Cookie will bring more flour for making Mama laugh. Yoongi picked him in his arms. No need. Mama can laugh without making Dada a bird. Let's go and take bath. Cookie. No, Cookie wanna play. Ah, Mama. Yoongi took Cookie with himself and Jimin smiled to see them. He brought the cleaning stuffs and cleaned the living room. Soon Yoongi came there and picked Jimin in his arms and took him in backyard. Yoongi, Jimin, look at there and tell me, what's that? Jimin, a broken maple leaf, just like me, who lost his all the leaves. Yoongi, softly, but it's not the end. That tree, in a few months, it will bloom again, even stronger, even more beautiful. See, nature are telling us that nothing is permanent. Beauty also. I love you with your inner beauty. Cookie loves you. Your parents are with you. You can't accept defeat and stop living just because a psycho. You are so strong. Don't be weak. Jimin whispered, but this is scars. Voice cracked. I don't even recognize myself anymore. Yoongi, firm but tender. Then look at yourself through my eyes. Took his trembling hand. Your face wasn't your identity. Your nature and kindness are these scars. Kissed on his scars. They don't hide your beauty. They prove your strength. Gave him guitar. Mom said you love music. Play something for me. Make your pain your strength. We are with you. You are so brave. Music never cared about appearance, Jimin. It only listened to your soul. You stopped singing, but your voice is still here. Give it a chance. Play something for your life. Tell everyone that you are so brave. Cookie ran to them. Wait, don't sing. Cookie brings a special mic for Cookie's mama. Kissed on his scars. Now mama sings. Cookie's ready. Jimin played the guitar while singing. With teary eyes, Cookie was holding the mic and Shungi was recording it in his mobile with big smile. He lost everything they admired and gained everything he truly needed. True beauty lies not in a flawless face, but in a soul that survives pain with grace. Jealousy may scar the skin, but it can never destroy the strength within. The one who sees your scars and still chooses to love you is love in its purest form. Even after the cruelest burns, love can heal, hope can grow, and life can shine again. The end. Author's note. That's it for today. I hope you all liked it. It was the requested story for one shot. I hope I didn't disappoint you. Thank you so much for 8k subscribers. Now only 2k subscribers are left. Can we complete before channel's second anniversary? If any of you hasn't subscribed yet, then please subscribe it and help me to complete the target. Jealousy is the incurable disease. Your own beauty becomes curse for you. In front of your beauty, your achievements hide. Nobody noticed your goodness. Just a rejection can ruin your life. Just because of someone's ego, an innocent person suffer till death. Why? Why? What's his or her fault? Ask to yourself. I hope you all enjoyed it. We will meet soon with new story. Till then, take care of yourself. Love you all. If you like this story, then please do like, subscribe, share, and comment. I assure you that you will never gonna regret on your decision. Thanks for watching.